everybody, it's me, your boy, Alchemist, and welcome to the next layer in the Rusty Lake games. This one was intended to be played in between... this one was intended to be played between Mill and Birthday. Unfortunately, I didn't get the recording done correctly because I've been having trouble with the achievements. Specifically, some of the achievements will not be re-obtainable if you've already... The requirements of the achievements don't appear correctly if you already have the achievement, and because I try and 100% the game before I record it for these games, I can't show off the correct way to get the hidden achievements. Instead, I will simply describe them when I can. Rusty Lake, 1893.
Good afternoon. Let me introduce myself. My name is Mr. Owl. I am the owner of the Rusty Lake Hotel. Oh, look, the guests are arriving. They all have their own reasons to be, and I have my own reasons to let them stay. We will be having 5 dinners. Make sure everyone is worth dying for. I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful week. Let's make some memories.
And make some memories we shall. First, I will show off the achievements in-game. There are 6, 1 for each guest, and 1 for each, and 1 for the very ending. In Steam, the achievements are broken down to 4 per guest. There are 3 required to get these achievements, and then 1 secret hidden achievement that I may not be actually able to show off per room. But let us not worry about that for now, and continue. Ignore that for now. Welcome the guests to our hotel. Obtain all 5 shrimp cocktails. And let's begin speaking to our guests. We'll start with Mr. Boar. If you click on them before giving them the cocktail, they'll tell you something. This smells a bit fishy. Bring me a Bloody Mary tonight. That I can do, my good man. Thank you, but I am more of a meat person. Do you believe in magic? Come see me tonight. This dude in particular's achievement was the hardest for me to get. That's not a joke. His achievement was horrific. But now, let's double check. Our first one is deer steak with mushrooms and rosemary. Please talk with the guests. And when we are ready to go, now it is time to go to my room. The night falls. Guests go to their room. And the lake turns to blood. The lobby. A very nice... but the phone is ringing. Hello? Have a look at my portrait. Typically in here you can find one of the ingredients, and that will inform you here whose room you should go to first. It says deer meat, so we are to go to Mr. Deer's room. Click this, and continue. Mr. Deer should be on the first floor in room number 1. You can do these out of order, but you'll get less points, and you won't be able to get all the achievements necessarily. Mr. Deer, bring me a Bloody Mary. Let's get the vodka behind the couch. Click on this lamp and grab the key. Focus on Mr. Deer's research plan. He wants to see what's up with the lake and why it turns red. Remember the color orange. Remember the color orange. Now, let's focus on this for just a moment. We'll grab the rosemary we need. His is one of the easiest. Let's go ahead and put the vodka in here. Use the empty canteen to pick up, what was that spilled? Tabasco sauce from the deer's nose. We need to make a Bloody Mary, blood, vodka, Tabasco, and a special ingredient. We're going to go ahead and put this here. Now, let's go right. Click on this and remember, black, orange, white, white, black, black. That'll be a tool that'll help us later. We can also open this cabinet and pay attention to the number 8. We don't have to worry too much about that for now, though. And let's focus on these weights. See that plus is equal to 1. That plus and 4 are equal to spiral, making spiral 5. And see that triangle and 1 are 4, so triangle is 3. Remember that now while we go right twice. Triangles are 3, spiral is 5, and plus is 1. Grab this knife. This knife is required for the secret achievement. That butterfly we need. You are supposed to be able to stab it with the knife in order to get the secret achievement, but because I have already done so, it will not let me. Pardon me, I have a cough. I can try a few more times, but you can see it just won't let me do it. That is, however, how you get the secret achievement, Albert's Way. Let's not focus on that for now. Let's pick up this bucket and this. And let's go through these drawers to get matches and nothing else. Now let's continue working here. Get the water. There we go. You can see stabbing with the knife here also doesn't work. You just have to not have the achievement, I guess. Now, you may remember, what was the thing? It should have been orange, white, white, black, black. Take the seed while we have it. Now, we're going to forget about the seed for a second and pour the water in here. This is a numbers puzzle that is a little rough sometimes. The correct solution is as follows. 6 to 5, 5 to 10, 6 to 5, 10 to 6, 6 to 5, 5 to 10, 6 to 5, 10 to 6, 6 to 5, 5 to 10. We now have 8. But let's not focus too hard on that. And now we gotta pour the water in here and light this while we're here. We're gonna be looking around for a second too, so we're gonna just light this real quick and use this seed to grow a plant here. We need some water though, so we're going to go back for a moment. One moment, I have an awful cough. Sorry. We need a bit more water. We already have it, right? It doesn't empty. Unlike other games, the water doesn't empty. So we need to water this first and get these poisonous seeds. The poisonous seeds can now be combined. To take this. Now that we have the poisonous powder, we can put it in here Poisonous powder needs to go in there. And now we have poison. That is our secret ingredient. But we still need some blood. So we're going to go say hi to Mr. Deer. Stab him in the antler. And get his blood. Why couldn't we just stab him with the Bloody Mary? Or with the knife to kill him? Dunno. That's beyond me. Now we have our finished beverage. All of the achievements that are necessary, correct? Yes. Hold on. We have all the ingredients that aren't deer meat. And so we continue. Give him his drink. He needs to drink from it twice. You go back. He's dying. And we have our deer meat for dinner number 1. Morning day. The morning dawns. Do you remember the color that was on his research plans? We're going to need to. We have to prepare today's dinner. He was key number 1 because he was room number 1, and he was orange, the 4th slot. Don't forget to do this, because it will be helpful. We see everyone is here, except Mr. Deer, because we killed him. We killed him, and it was bad. We're going to kill all these guys. And now we serve the first dinner. Because we got all of the ingredients, we will get a perfect score of 3 stars. That should equate to 4 achievements if you don't have them already. Night falls. And we must continue. Mr. Crow has something to say. Psst, have a look in my pocket. A carrot lets us know it is time for Mr. Rabbit. His achievement, his hidden achievement, was the last one I got because the first time I tried to get it, it wasn't working correctly, and it won't let me re-get it either. Mr. Rabbit is on floor 2. He is in room number 4, which should be the leftmost door here. Enter the room of Mr. Rabbit and play some games with him. Now, his achievements, he has an achievement that is rather missable. We're going to take this knife, and before we do anything else with it, should be over here. We need those white beans. If you forget to do that, the knife does get expended in a later puzzle that you will soon see. And then you can't finish his thing without starting this room over. And in order to start this room over, you have to start over the whole game. It is one of the reasons that this was my least favorite to 100%, just because I had to know everything in advance. Now, let's take a look here. These symbols are important. We're going to need to memorize them. And here's where the knife is expended. You cannot take the knife back. Do not miss the white beans if you are going for 100%. Do not be like me. I was foolish. There should be one here. And if you look carefully here, he has a gray stamp. That will need to be remembered as well. Now, let's continue. These games, I'm not super great at them. It's also randomized each time, so you can't have a set knowledge on it. I'm pretty sure it's... And then you have to restart if you mess it up. So I have to lock in. And you say, yeah, it's randomized each time, so you have to pay attention. Okay, middle, right, left. It's a beetle. Whoa, they're getting silly with this. Let's take that eye. take a card from him. We now have 4 cards. I'd like to have the cards here because they're an important part of the puzzle. Do you remember what colors they were? I sure don't. It was purple, pink, white, orange. Purple, pink, white, orange. Just click on the hat a bunch and he'll give you a key. How very nice of him. Pick this up while you're here. You're going to need this. Use that to get the other key, and there should be one more key we need. Hidden over here. By looking at the posters, you can see that there's patterns matching all of these cards. You need to put them in the correct order. The King of Spades goes here. The 8 of Diamonds goes here. The Ace of Clubs goes here. The 2 of Hearts goes here. The 4 of Diamonds goes here. And the 5 of Clubs goes here. Once they're all close enough to being in correct position, you can unlock this. You have to click twice. Use that glass cube here. See that he's dead, but with no meat on him. That won't do. So we just casually practice necromancy to bring him back to life. And now he's gone. This is the part of the secret achievement that stinks, because I'm not entirely certain as to how it works, truthfully. Oh, there's the secret achievement. He's not supposed to show up this early. Whoops. At least last time I did, he didn't. The Steam achievement notification will not go off, but when that man appears, he shows up. That is the soul of Mr. Rabbit, and you'll notice it resembles the Mr. Rabbit in Birthday. Using this puzzle here, which we zoomed in on earlier, we can now kill this man. Putting him anywhere else, he's totally fine. But putting him in those spots specifically, you kill him. As far as I was aware, you're supposed to kill him and then wait a little bit for the Mr. Rabbit's soul to show up, but I guess not this time. Okay. That's a little embarrassing, frankly. Let us continue our merry way. Remember that he was gray. And so we put him on the middle hole. You are not allowed to visit the rooms in the daytime. Fair enough. Not much else for us to do here, so we're going to go ahead and give Mr. Toad the ingredients. The perfect dinner. Let us continue. The night falls, guests go to their rooms. Now this hidden ingredient is a little wonky. You gotta say hi to Mr. Bat first, then a meteor falls. It is now dark. You have to find Mr. Bat, and I have bad eyesight. Click on him until he flees. It will lighten up slightly. Do this several times. And we get our potatoes and the knowledge that the next ingredient is pigeon wing. He's not much of a talker, really, but we forgive him for that. Miss Pigeon's secret achievement is probably the easiest to get because when I got it on accident. She is in room number 5, which puts her up here. If we click on this door, we will see that it's a private room and not the one we're looking for, so we need to go here. to Miss Pigeon's room on the right. I will go ahead and show off what her secret achievement is, just because it's super easy. It revolves around this puzzle. You place these. If the beetle escapes 3 times, you get you get an achievement for it, which is really mean of the game, frankly. And I won't stand for it, because I'm bad at this puzzle, and we'll be coming back to it later. Let's actually do the things correctly here. First, get me some corn. the lightning after get me some corn. And lightning makes me laugh inherently just because it's the stupid low-tier god meme with it. Now, let's defocus and go left. Let's pick up this piece of paper here. Go focus on the radio. Pick up a piece of paper here. Check this out. Make sure you remember that. Triangle plus square equals 4. S minus spiral equals 2. I forget how to do this puzzle correctly, so you may have to forgive me for this. Because it is a little bit RNG. And I didn't cover that one fast enough. Okay. Because it's really just not... It's orange. It really, truly, and unironically is RNG. Whether or not you can do it correctly sometimes. Because, see, it's just... And now that I've gotten ahead of him, I still can't do it because the game sucks. Ah, damn it. There's not even like one specific answer. You can get fairly lucky and block him off. But it just takes a while sometimes. See, there we go, yeah. Just gonna let him run off because the RNG was bad. Dang it, okay. And then you block him. Damn it. I hate this puzzle so much. This puzzle fucking sucks. Good God. It's probably my least favorite puzzle in the entire game. Hold on. Let me just refresh it. And go back at it with a fresh point of view. Let's try something a little different. Just gotta think for a minute. Almost had it. Okay, hold on. I think I have something here. Not quite. Okay. 1 second. Because it's all about how he moves the first time. And once he's moved the first time, it is perfectly set to screw you over. If he moves just weird once, it's... Okay. You can force him to move in a specific pattern, like this. And then now that I've locked him in successfully, okay. you can squish him and grab him. I really don't like that puzzle. I really don't like this puzzle. It's kind of dumb of me to not like it, but it's legitimately the biggest pain in the butt puzzle. Now, let's focus on this machine in the wall and grab this key. This should go here and this should go here, and now let's turn it on. That light is lit up, so we are good. Remember this as well. Those little buttons. Remember the red color here, the dark red, and those equations, because we need those to turn on this. Let's see okay, what ingredients do I need again? Let me double check. Yes, blackberries. I remember where this one is. This one was also really hard to figure out. The answer to the code is 8613. So I don't have to walk you through the math. We have to shock him a bunch to get the hidden ingredient. And there are the blackberries. Now let's go left. We need to put the stag beetle here. And that turns that on. Let's check this out, and remember that for the radio. Someone needs to hold that down. I wonder who could possibly do it. Hi, buddy. You'll be free in a minute. Don't worry too hard about it. We need to remember the sequence. Right, 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 left, right, left, left, left. And there's another key. But that's not the key we're looking for. That key won't free him. Instead. Or that key will free him, but we need this key first to get the other key to free him. She just loves eating corn like a weirdo. There's a hidden piece of corn before you can grab the key. That's not a huge deal, though. Since we have our blackberries. Also, each key does equate to a specific one. Pull that down for me, buddy. And I'll click this button and kill Miss Pigeon. And the meat comes pre-cooked. Pigeon wing. The lobby. Now, in the daytime of the lobby is where we find our next ingredient. Where Miss Pigeon was sitting is a glass of white wine, so we know Miss Pheasant is next. We're going to go ahead and pick up 5. Remember that she was a dark red. And put her here. There we go. Now let's talk to Mr. Crow and see if he has anything interesting to say to us. Nah, he just tells you to prepare today's dinner. Since we have the white wine, we are free to continue. It will not be there in the nighttime. Don't forget it. It is very important not to forget it. Please do not forget the white wine. Continue. Here we go. Go and see if you can help the guests in their room. Miss Pheasant should be in room 3 if I remember correctly. Sorry, my back itches. Or is she in room number 2? She is in room number 3, I'm pretty sure. She's on the first floor. Room number 3, Miss Pheasant, yes. Now, her puzzle is funny. You can skip the entire thing if you know what you're doing. And the knowing what you're doing is done, where is it? Here? Yes, there's a puzzle you can do here. If you know the solution, you can skip her entire room. This is only matters for speedrunning. Without it, you also can't get the 100% if you just do that. So we're not going to be doing it, of course. Now, her room can be long without it. But let's continue. Defocus. Unroll the shade in the background. Click that to refresh it if you really need to. But don't worry about it for now. Let's go to the right. Pick up the photo liquid on the keyboard, or on the cupboard, and focus on the clock. It will have our time. Yippee. You can also set the clock, but we don't need to do that, so I'm going to reset it to 0. Now let's focus on the table. Open the right drawer to grab the dry glass plate, and see that the left drawer is empty. We're going to click on this and see that she has the orangish-brownish one. See that she's also a performer. She's performing three plays: The Lady in Blue, Mr. Crow, and Mr. Owl in Memories of the Lake. Seats may be booked at the box office. Where is our box office, I wonder? Now look at these for a second and remember that, because those are how you get her to do each puzzle. Now let's go to the window and focus on these drawers. This is locked, but we can get matches, a magnifying glass, and a paintbrush. That is what we really need here. You get an achievement when you click on that hand. That is Miss Pheasant's hidden achievement. Now let's draw a cross with the brush, since Lady in Blue is first. I'm pretty sure I did that correct, but let me double check it. Yeah, I did it correctly. Let's get the wet glass plate and go focus on this door. Not what I meant to do. Focus on this frame where we need this key. And this key can be used to open the right cupboard to get her hat for Lady in Blue. There we go. Now we can go take her photo. Except something isn't right. What did I miss? I don't think she likes the cross. I don't think she likes the cross I drew. Hold on. I'm not very good at this, admittedly. Ah, see, that's how you know it's correct, because that light will turn on. And now we can take it, and we see these three symbols. A target, a triangle, and an S. And let's take the photo out. We can put it here for now. And if you want, you can zoom in to see different parts of it. I itch. Okay, now let's continue. I went too far. That's her next one, Mr. Crow. We're going to go ahead and give her this. And then we need to draw the parallel lines we saw earlier. I'm going to go ahead and refresh that one. Now it is ready. We're going to have to go back and do this. Now that's one we actually have to zoom in on. My apologies. My sincerest apologies. Goodness. We can see here that the clock says 3:30. So, let us do that. open that up, but something's not right. Because we need the small rolling pin. We need to give the rolling pin to Judy here. Judy is the woman, Punch is the man. We need to have her beat Punch until he gets an axe that he can use to hit back. And we get a small torch, which we can then use on Judy to burn the whole darn place down. And now they are gone. We open the left cupboard, and we see an owl mask. The owl mask, along with the W, need to be remembered. So we give this to her. And we need to paint on here. I'm very bad at this one, so forgive me, but you paint a W for Wario, because that's the secret, is that Wario is Mr. Owl. Definitely. You cannot leave the room until you've found some meat. Let's hang up this photograph in the last spot we have available. And if we zoom in on his suit, we can see the final puzzle solution to the music box. If you know that ahead of time, you can just skip it. It can only have one spot at a time, so if you misclick, don't worry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wait, no, hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. And now I play it. And there's one last key. Where does this key go? Well, it's quite simple. You may recognize this gun from Birthday. It's not super important though. Don't worry about it. Here, here's your next prop. Ready for your photograph? Uh-oh. That's not good. Miss Pheasant, are you okay? Of course you're not. I'm killing you and taking your meat. Now, the lobby. Go ahead and grab this. Remember that she was brownish orange. Stick this here. And go get the red wine. Once again, this is not one that can be done in the nighttime. Pardon me. So we want to go ahead and give it here. Mr. Boar is going to be our final victim, and his puzzles are interesting, to say the least. One of them has a bug where you can skip like half the puzzle, half the room just to get the stuff, but it's really weird about how it actually works. I don't know if it's been fixed or not. There used to be a bug. I don't know if it was been fixed or not, but I remember when it was a thing. The perfect dinner. But let's continue. The night falls, guests go into their rooms. Mr. Boar's quote-unquote secret achievement is unmissable, frankly. We'll see if you can help the guest in the room. You'll notice now that there's only one left, he switches to singulars. A neat detail. He knows what's happening here. He is on floor 1, and he is in room 2. Mr. Bat, you can leave me be. And let's enter the room of Mr. Boar. This one's a little gross, I'm going to be honest. You have to feed him feces. Bring me a sandwich. You can see this axe. You can see this candle we need. Lettuce. We have infinite lettuce. We could solve world hunger if we wanted to, but we don't because we're mean-spirited people. And that's something we need to remember. Because it's done here. The blue needs to be all the way at the top. And we get him his opium pipe. While we're here, we can see. And if you mess it up, it does that. But don't worry about that. We're going to grab the toilet paper because we need that. And we're going to not do anything else except we do want some opium for his opium pipe, which he had locked away. Dear Mr. Ambassador, as it were, informed by our mutual friend about your addictions and anxieties, I want to invite you to Rusty Lake. Our mental health and fishing facilities will give you some rest. He is the last one. He is black. Now. Bullshit. That is what we are feeding him. We have to do this to him twice, by the way, because that's where one of the ingredients is hidden, is in that toilet. He is so hungry, he doesn't even notice. I'm going to be honest, I hate this room because I'm really grossed out by poop and stuff, so it's just a really gross segment for me. You have to give him the sandwich twice. Pick up the toilet paper on the way. And then, after he's eaten his second feces sandwich, look away, come back, take that, and click on it a bunch to get tomatoes. That's the next ingredient. That was the missing hidden ingredient. You have to click on the monkeys in order based on how they clap. So he claps twice. To get a key here. That key is used here. It's too dark, but by using the lamp and the candle, you can see what the next pattern we need is. Where it's all on the left side. And there's the hammer. Two, three, four. One moment. We need to get him to go away. So we have to make another sandwich. Infinite bread and infinite lettuce, all I'm saying is we have the cure to world hunger here, and we're using it to torment a single man. Maybe it's not deserved. Maybe it isn't undeserved, but who knows? Now that he's gone, we can go ahead and do that. And get that axe. Give him his toilet paper one last time. Machine. Ultra Kill's given me a bad habit of calling any machine-related object I'm mad at just machine. The farting is so gross. You don't want a sandwich. You want opium. Keep clicking around as it slowly becomes foggier. And suddenly... there it is. You won't get away from me that easily, Mr. Crow. Get back here, you. I may be blind. I may be blind. There he is. When he tells you you know what to do, you then get the last hidden achievement from Mr. Boris' achievement. You grotesquely drop this axe on his head. And then you continue. You are not allowed to visit the rooms in the daytime. Before we go, 2. That is another achievement there. And we almost have all of the achievements here for the actual Steam achievements, since they use a different internal achievement tracker. The last 2, there should be 2 left, maybe 3, depending on if you get it when you give it to Mr. Owl at the end, or if you, anyway. Yes. Yes, so this one, you don't give it to, you get it yet. There's 3 achievements remaining. You should bring this last dinner to Mr. Owl. The night falls, and it's time. The remaining 3 achievements are very easy to get, with only one being super missable if you haven't picked up the cigarettes. Or the Rusty Lake cigars. Let's go in here. Saying bye to Mr. Bad is optional. I just like to do it because he's a funny guy. And he was in the private room on floor 2. Let's continue. 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 Are you sure you want to enter the room of Mr. Owl? Yes. And before we say hi to Mr. Owl, saying hi to him has a hidden achievement.
There we are.
The last dinner.
For
The memories.
all.
Avi,
I'm
I'm glad you brought the cigars. That triggers another achievement. The lake will be grateful. Take a look at the black cubes, will you? You may remember the name Harvey, because that's that is the parrot that belonged to Laura. We are Harvey in this game, and several others.
The memories are not only the key to the past, also to the future. Have a look.
Have a look. Have a look at what, dummy? It's all the same. Oh, duh. And there's an elevator. And Dale is in it. Dale is who we played in the mill and in Birthday. And you'll recognize the Mr. Rabbit's soul looks so different from Mr. Rabbit because the soul is the one that attacked us in Birthday. That should be every single achievement in the game. Thank you all so much for watching. Tune in to another one of my vids or VODs if you have the time, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.